Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legend Mysterio.
Crispy.
Alright, taking a closer look at the Marvel Legend Mysterio out of the packaging, and this figure is really sick. I really like this figure. The effects that it came with are really cool. The way they look in the light is killer, and they have like octopus arms coming out of it. It's pretty cool. That's that one, and then there's this one. It's two sets, so I think this one lays down on the floor like that. You can kind of see the octopus arm right there. Looks really cool. Yeah, so Hasbro did a killer job with this figure. Right now I got him in the flight stand. I was just kind of messing around with him, doing some poses. And let's go ahead and take him off the flight stand and mess around with this figure. Alright, now taking a closer look at Mysterio out of the packaging. This figure came out great, man. They did a great job with all the paints. They did a great job with the articulation. Just in general, this is a great figure. So let's just go ahead and dive into it. So he comes with the little orb that he's really famous for and his cape. And this is removable, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it so we can take a closer look at the figure. You got to kind of finagle it over the head. And the head is a skeleton with like a snake octopus kind of coming out of the mouth and wrapping around. It's killer. I really love this image. So the whole pattern of the figure is this type of square pattern. It's green, it's a solid color, it goes all the way through the figure. And let's just take a look at his articulation right now. So he can 360, he has an upper arm swivel, double jointed elbow, which is not hindered by his gauntlet right here. Then we have a 360 and a hinge. So nothing hinders this figure's articulation. We have a left and right. He can look up really well, and he can look down fairly good, about that much. So he has a really good ab crunch that is not hindered at all. His lower swivel, legs can kick out that much, upper leg swivel, double jointed knees, swivel at the boot, ankle pivot, and rockers. So the articulation is really solid on this figure. Alright, taking a closer look at this head. I know it's a little hard to pick up. Get some shadows on it or something. But the detail on this head is freaking amazing. When you have this in person and you can see all the details, it is freaking cool. So whoever sculpted this, shout out to you. I appreciate you so much for sculpting this head. Closer look at his gauntlets. They have this really cool design in them. I saw somebody paint these yellow to give him the traditional comic look, and it came out really good as well, with a green black wash underneath there. The yellow paint looked really good. So my Mysterio came with a little warped tan, but a little hot water could fix that, no problem. And for a quick size comparison, here he is next to the Spider-Man 2-pack, Peter Parker, and they look really good next to each other. He's a little bit taller than him, but he should be, and I think these two look really good next to each other. What do you guys think? And here's a quick look at Mary Jane Watson, and here's a quick look at the Marvel Legend Mary Jane next to Mysterio, and they look really good next to each other. He's a lot buffer and bigger than her, as he should be, and the scaling looks really well for whenever Mysterio abducts Mary Jane to trap Peter Parker. Whatever the story may be, I think these two look really good next to each other. And for another size comparison, here we have Mysterio next to the Marvel Legend S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and they look pretty good next to each other. You get a couple S.H.I.E.L.D. agents to arrest Mysterio or Mysterio to mess with their minds. Either way, they scale in perfectly with each other, and they're a go. Alright guys, that's going to be it for my review of the Marvel Legend Mysterio action figure. It's a really cool figure. I know a lot of you guys are going to be having a hard time finding this figure. I was lucky enough to check BrickSeek, and when I went to Target, the stock boy was literally pulling out the cart full of new figures, and on top of the entire thing was the Spider-Man wave, and he cracked open the case right in front of me, and I was able to get the figures that I needed. So I'm super stoked to finally have this wave. The only one I really need is Prowler to finish off the Lizard. But thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.